Mart TV. Bipods. We're all big fans of them. In my opinion, Harris's BRS is one of the best out there. Bench rest swivel. Reasonably short legs. It cants. But there are the mates coming through. There's lots of copies of the Harris, which frankly I'm not a big fan of. Some are okay, some are bloody awful. But I've got something a little bit different here, which will be of great interest because it takes some of the best bits of the Harris and it combines it with a reduction in weight. And it's GMK's Carbon Fibre Bipod series. There's 3 models in the series. There's the 7 to 10 inch, which is pretty much what the Harris does, and in my opinion by far the best size. Then the intermediate is the 10 to 16 inch, which is what I have on test here. And then you have the big 13 to 23 inch. Exactly the same build apart from the leg length. So let's have a closer look. Okay, so here's the unit. It uses carbon fibre legs. I've described about the different 3 in the series, and they are just friction lockable. So you pull them out and then you just turn the screw back to lock them in position. They deploy by a spring detent rather than the external springs of the Harris, which is quite nice, which makes them a lot quieter to deploy. There's a little tiny click as they come out, and they deploy like that. And all you can do, you can just adjust these as you see fit for length. Right, following that, attachment is exactly the same as the Harris. You have a scissors clamp here and a thumb wheel. So basically what you do, undo that, position the scissor clamp over the QD stud, as we'll see in a minute, and that's it. But what I do like about this system is that GMK have included, I can get it up there, do this, a Picatinny adapter. This is basically what's there. It's a QD stud with a block on it, but inside is a Picatinny, should we say, cut-out groove with a recoil slot, so that will fit any base you like. AR-15. I put it on my HMR, my Pagara B14 HMR, and it clips on there nicely because I've got a base on there. But fitting is easy. So you have your 2 scissors clamps here. They go up through there. You slack off this screw so there's plenty of room. And you position the 2 clamps, lugs on the clamps either side of the QD, and just wind up on this screw. And that draws it down, you can see. And as before, you have cant by this lever here. Just undo it. And the rifle cants left and right. And then you can just pull it down to adjust the tension. You can lock it fully out so it doesn't cant at all, or you can just have it halfway and you get a more firmer cant, which I quite like. The other good thing about this is once you've got it right, you can pull this out and reposition the lever where you want it to in relation to its rotation. At the rear is a little sort of flat-based QD stud for your sling. In use, it's reasonably solid. It's perhaps not as solid as a BRS Harris because it's a little bit longer. For me, as I said before, I find this length a bit neither fish nor fowl. If I was picking one of these, I'd pick the 7 to 10 because I've never, apart from when I was shooting in Canada, shooting on the plains at coyotes, I used the Harris Long, which is, I think, again, 13 to 23, about that, where you're actually sitting because that's all you can do. So if I were buying one of these, the 710 would be my first port of call. But if I was shooting on flat ground with no real cover, then I'd go for the 13 to 23 because you can sit nicely with it. These long-legged pods, they're a little bit cumbersome, but they have their uses in certain tactical situations. Nice rubber feet. Overall, it's using a proven collecting system, and this little adapter, so you can clip it straight onto a Picatinny rail on your rifle, is genius, and it all comes as part of the package. Price-wise, I've been looking around the websites, and the 7 to 10 will cost you, it's one of the shops, £58.50. The 10 to 16, £67.50. I haven't seen any prices for the 13 to 23, But extrapolating those two, I would say that you're looking about 75 quid around that if you want a long leg bipod. But overall, pretty well priced. I think they're cheaper than the Harris. Certainly the 7 to 10 version is. I'd like to try the shorter version, but I'm pretty certain I know what I'm going to be getting. It's going to be a nice, lighter weight bipod that folds out the way, as you can see, and then deploys reasonably easily and offers a good stable base. So that's the GMK Carbon Fibre Bipod series. They're available at all good gun shops because GMK are trade. So if you fancy it, its price is good, features are good, go and have a look at them. As before, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, like it, share it, support the website. If you need to know anything extra to what's happening, you can put comments in the box, or you can email me directly at pete.moore@acefield.co.uk. So until then, good shooting.